What up, what up? Good morning. Happy Tuesday, guys. I am just a little under 8 weeks out from the Arnold Classic, and I want to start vlogging back doing this thing, you know what I'm saying? So bear with me as I get content out to you guys. It is Tuesday. It is a glute training day for me. I am now getting ready to take my little girl Harley Barley out for her morning walk. It is freezing here in Oklahoma, y'all. I just can't. But we're going to get outside, get some steps and get her walk done. Then I'm going to get ready to go to the gym. Heading out to 4-Star Fitness today. I usually go out to the gym for my glute days, but most times I stay home here to do like upper body, but we're getting at it. I can't wait to hit this training session. I'll see you guys at the gym. What up? So I've made it to the gym. I've got my little pre-workout drink, the best one in my opinion. Is, the Total War Redcon Cali Splash flavor. It literally tastes like motherfucking Capri Sun, like, or juicy juice, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get this down. I'm gonna actually drink this while I do about like 15 minutes of walking to warm up on the treadmill, and then we're gonna get going, guys. Alright, so I'm starting my little 15-minute walk right now. I just wanted to share some thoughts of how this prep is going so far. So I started prep right before Christmas, actually. Well, yeah, I think before Christmas or like the day after Christmas. But I was ready to get to it, guys. I was just super excited. Once the Arnold list and invite came out, it's just ready to freaking go. My coach was like, do you have any big plans for Christmas that could, throw things off? I was like, hell no, let's just fucking get this shit going. I'm ready. So right now, I'm sitting about, I would say like 6 to 7 pounds above my most depleted weight, just about 3-4 pounds above my stage weight, which at this point out, like 8 weeks is pretty freaking crazy for me, because I typically would start my preps like when I was like 10-11 weeks out from my Orlando Pro prep. I was about 18-20 pounds above my most depleted weight, and so I'm just about 6 pounds above my most depleted weight at like 8 weeks out. So we're really just cruising into this. We're just taking it nice, slow and steady. So food is about 17, 20, 40 calories, and I'm at 30 minutes of cardio 6 days a week, training 6 days a week as well. 5 days a week I'm training. So yeah, we're just cruising right now. I'm feeling great. Like, body's responding very well. So we'll see how check-ins go this week. Coach said that, if things stay steady and stall out, then we'll go ahead and drop the hammer just a little bit and push, to get things, tighter a little bit, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I'm excited for this shit. The way that things are going, freaking great. Starting point was immaculate because I made sure that I hit my reverse post Olympia to a motherfucking T, and that mini improvement season that I had, I just gave it my absolute best shot so that I could set myself up for success, for a great starting point into this Arnold prep. So I'm excited, guys. I'm gonna finish out my walking here, and then I'm gonna get right to it with glutes. Okay, so I got done with my walking warm-up. I did my glute warm-up. When I do glute warm-ups, I typically do some like banded glute kickbacks and some side steps, just warming up those glutes, get things fired up. So the first exercise I've got are hip abductions, like slightly leaning forward. I like to use the gluteator for this one here, just because I do tend to feel my, upper outer glute medius engage a bit better when it comes to this exercise. I did forget my foam pads that I usually bring. I just went on vacation, so my bags are kind of switched up, so I left those at home. But we're going to make do with what we got, so I'm going to get it going. So I'm starting out with my first set of 20, and then, I kind of just work it down from there, increasing the weight through each set. So let's get it. Man, I love this machine, but I really wish it was like kind of made a little bit differently where it can like hold on to like a bar in the front. So I typically, when I'm doing these leaning forward, I'll inch my glutes up to the edge of the seat here. I put my feet up on this top peg here, and where I actually have my foot is I put the peg like in the actual arch of my foot right there, like kind of press into it. You know, you can play around with what works best for you, but I, again, inch my booty up to the edge of the seat. I lean forward, I put my elbows against the handles here, and that's how I execute the movement there. So I'm gonna go ahead, increase weight. That was just like a starter. You know, I don't even include start that as my actual first set because the weight was really light. So I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get through these sets, and I'll see you on the next one too.
She never trying off. Check for the product I fit right on the shelf, man. Yeah, cause you talking about shit, we out of here, baby. Yeah, sign off. Just a breeze, you know, I like a whole different degree, you know. I'm trying to feel me a beat, you know. I can't go see, you know. The west side of the deal is cold, me and Tony with the crease. Yeah,
oh, that was good. All right, so that was 225s each side for 20. I'm gonna go ahead and start increasing the weight through each set. I've got 4 sets, so I start with 20 reps, 15, 12, and then my last set is 10. And gradually increase the weight by like 5 to 10 pounds, you know, each side there. Oh. And soon you'll start to see me strip down the outfit. You know, I typically start with the full set of clothes on, and soon enough I'll strip down the pants and the shirt, and we're gonna be guns fully loaded. All right. Oh, okay. Glutes, 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 glutes. Oh. I really wish I brought my motherfucking foam pads. Range of motion is not 100% today, but it is okay. We make do with what we got. Third set, 12 reps. Let's go. So the key with these is that though you're abducting and closing, you want to make sure you're not flinging the freaking weight, like open, close, just like flinging that. You want to keep that tension in the glutes constantly as you abduct and you close back up. I know it's very enticing to just like let that shit release because it's maybe heavy, you know, you're getting that nice little burn, but you want to make sure you have full control as you open and close. All right, so that's the key to this, and that's how you get those nice, voluptuous, popping upper outer glutes, ladies. Oh, got one more set. Then we're gonna head on over to the Smith machines. Hopefully there's one available. But gotta then hit some hip thrusts. Yeah. But I'll see you guys over at the hip thrust after this last set, okay? All right, y'all, we are over here at the Smith machine about to knock out some hip thrusts here. So I'm gonna get my starting weight going. I typically start out with 3 plates per side, and that's what we're gonna go with today. We start that out with my first set of 20 reps, and then from there we progressively overload through each set, increasing the weight as the reps come down. So I do 5 sets of this, starting out at 20, 15, 12, 10, and then my last set is 8. Sometimes, depending on like, you know, where I'm at in my like prep or my season, I'll like either hit like 8 to 10 reps for that last set, just depending on how my form is, how my, you know, strength, and just how my mind and muscle connection is. Like the biggest importance for me here is to just ensure that I'm targeting just my glutes. I don't want to hit hamstrings, adductors, quads, none of that. So when I start to feel any of that engage, I'll back down on the weights and just pump out a couple extra reps if anything. But again, the goal is just to keep that tension in the glutes throughout the movement and not compromise on that form whatsoever. When you get to this point in your career, it's all about the details. It's all about fine-tuning the physique to exactly what the criteria is asking you for. And for me, I don't need to add any more development to my adductors or my hamstrings, so I have to be very particular in how I execute this movement. And you all should be probing and looking at your training videos and how you're feeling when you are training. Like, are you hitting the intended target muscle, or are you just ego lifting and pushing a bunch of weight, feeling, you know, your tendons and everything else take over? You know what I'm saying? Like, I totally get the rah-rah about hitting, you know, some heavy numbers, putting all the plates on the bar, but none of that shit matters if you ain't hitting the targeted muscle, all right? So pull back on that weight if you need to. Really hit that mind and muscle connection, that form to a motherfucking T, to develop the areas that you need developed and not develop the areas that don't need developing, okay? So I'm gonna put on the rest of the weight here, and then I'm gonna get right to it, starting out with my set of 20. All right, let's get this shit. Whew. Good Lord. That was a good start there. I'm going to go ahead and add on either maybe another plate of 45s on each side. We'll see, because to be honest, that was a lot easier than I expected it to feel for 20 reps. I could go up and away, but I don't really want to, just because I know like I'll expend myself too soon, and I don't want to do that. I've got a whole workout to execute today. So, fucking A. Goodness. But yeah, you know, I think I'm gonna go ahead and add on some 45s. The reason why I'm like back and forth about it is it's been about a week, yeah. So my last 2 glute sessions I did while I was out on my trip in Miami, and didn't have accessibility to the Smith machine. They were like used up, so I was using like the notchless glute drive, so completely different piece of equipment. So my load varied on like what I was able to execute on that versus like what I'm able to execute on Smith machine. So those things kind of vary. So I gotta assess it again here. So I'm gonna go ahead, grab some 45s and slap that bitch on and get on my next set. If y'all haven't already, y'all need to add the playlist that I have going on Spotify. These popping gym jams, they be getting you in the groove. All right, next set. Let's see if we can get a beautifully executed 15 reps here. Fuck. Okay. Yeah. From here, I'm just gonna be adding anywhere between 25 pound plates on each side or 10s as I go through the last 3 sets of this movement, because it's starting to get challenging, obviously. So my next set is of 12, then of 10 and 8. So I'm gonna just gradually add from there. You know, my max on this, you know, I don't do like 1 rep maxes, but like my PR is, you know, 5 plates, 5 45-pound plates per side for 8 to 10. But after that, I don't like to push too much more, because then that's where I start to feel the other muscles recruiting. So I'm gonna incrementally add from here, just ensuring the focus is on form and technique. So give me a sec. All right, here we go. Next set is 12. This is 3rd set. All right. This is where it starts to get challenging. I think I was only able to get 11 there. Fuck. I'm not sure. It was either 11 or 12 there, but it tells me that the weight is getting heavy. So, one, I'm gonna take just a little bit longer of a rest between now and my next set. And I'm probably just gonna add on 10s for the next set. That's it. Just go up by 20 pounds total. Oh, that was tough. Okay, here we go. Oh, thank you. Okay, guys. So 4th set. I need to get like 10 here. I think I'm gonna stick with this weight just because, like I said, it's been a week since I've done Smith machine thrusts, and I had, of course, reduced my load a bit when I was doing the Nautilus glute drive. So this is a little tougher this week compared to most, but hey, you know, being in prep itself and like food just a little bit lower, I'm expecting strength to decrease just a teeny bit, but it hasn't been compromised just yet. It could just be a off day for me, but I feel strong. And it's time to get this next set in. So instead of 10, we're going for it. We got 9. Fuck. That's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna stick at this weight though, because I want to get a good clean, 8 to 10 for this last set that I've got. I'll probably bust out some like, excuse me. I'll bust out some reps at the bottom part of the position, just kind of like pulsing there at the bottom, just to get a couple extra bumps in there. But I'm not pushing any more weight, as I know that if I push some more weight, mentally I'm gonna want to push for those reps that I already know myself. I'll start to feel my adductors come in, and like I said, it's not the goal to touch those. So yeah, just gonna stick with this. I'm gonna hit my last set and then get ready for the next exercise, which is squats here as well at the Smith machine. So catch y'all in a second. Let me finish this last set and we'll roll right into it, okay? Whew, feeling it. All right, guys, so now it is my last set of hip thrusts. We're gonna push for 8 to 10 at this weight, as I'm getting more fatigue through my sets, really pushing through. But last set, let's get her done. Oh my God, I absolutely love this song. It's called In the Streets by Martin Icken. It's on my Spotify playlist. I'll link it in the description here, so y'all can bump along with me during your training sessions. Whoa. Okay, I got like 9 there, 8, 9 there. We're done with hip thrusts. Holy fuck. Ugh. I peel myself out. All right, on to some squats next. All right, so now that I have recovered and decompressed from hitting these hip thrusts, I am moving on to some sumo squats at the Smith machine. I have the option to do these with a dumbbell, but for me, I really like the stability of the Smith machine through all of the movements that I do perform on them. Just having that straight bar path up and down just makes it a lot more of a consistent movement through, coming up, going down, all the way through, keeping the tension on the glutes. So I'm gonna get started. I got 4 sets on here. I'm starting out with some 25-pound plates on each side, and I'll gradually work up from there. All right, so usually this first little set is me kind of gauging where my load is. So I'm gonna just assess that. If I need to add any more weight, I will. Let's get it. Alright, so that was really fucking light. I'm gonna increase from there. So yeah, I'm gonna add a couple more 25s, not a couple, but you know what I mean, a 25 on each side kind of thing for this next set right here. Okay, so gonna go right back to it. Set of 15 here. This should be a good weight for me for this first set of like actual like oomph in it. So let's go for it. All right. So when it comes to doing my sumo squats on the Smith machine. Of course, I have my feet just slightly wider than shoulder width. I don't go like crazy sumo because then I really start to feel my adductors in that. So I just go slightly wider than shoulder width. I turn my toes out slightly. And now I go ahead and I stand up here. When I go and I start to execute the movement, I start to hinge at the glutes first. So notice that movement, how it starts. I'm right here standing, you know, regular. And then to start the movement, I go to sit back and hinge. Bend at the knees, boom, down to about 90. And I push up, all right, using my glutes there. All right, keep my feet flat on the ground. Sit back again. Push the knees out a little bit, don't let them cave in. Keeping constant tension in the glutes. Got 2 more reps, but something I want y'all to notice is when I come up to the top, I don't lock out at the top by keeping the tension in the glutes. Right here, boom, I stop there. I don't go all the way up and thrust forward, because if you thrust forward like that, you're taking tension off of the glutes, and we want to keep that tension constant throughout the whole set, each rep. We don't want it to be a release of that engagement in between the reps, so that's key for each one. You don't want to come up to the top and thrust forward there, because it's not a hip thrust, you know. We're going down, we come up, we just want to stop right there. See how I keep my glutes engaged? Sit back, come up, boom. We don't want to go like this because it's not a hip thrust. There's no load on the hips to push forward. We're pushing up in the glutes, like coming up and down. So I'm gonna go ahead, knock this out. Bring you guys back around when I'm getting ready to hit RDLs. As you can tell, I'm starting to feel it. So I'm not gonna record every single one of the sets going forward. I'm just going to, you know, give you the bread and butter of each movement, you know, my little cues, my little tips and things like that when I'm executing this and what I'm thinking about. So I'm gonna hit my next couple of sets. I got 3 more sets of this, and then I'm going right into RDLs after. So it's one of my favorite movements is RDLs, so stay tuned for that in a second. Alright, my people, so I failed to actually charge my camera's battery well, so I'm going to finish off this video with my RDLs. Hopefully, you know, the camera lasts me through that, but usually after I bang out my RDLs, I'll do some cable kickbacks and some leaning back hip abductions, like pretty much a snow angel to really hit that upper outer glute. But yeah, I'm not gonna be able to show you that because my camera might die by that point, but I'm gonna set up for my RDLs now and you can see what's up. I absolutely love these. Definitely one of my favorite movements to hit during glute days. So let's get her done, ski. What's up on my beat? How? All right, let's get her done. I like to use a plate here underneath me because, you know, good range of motion. You know, the bar doesn't go all the way down. There's a stop there, so use what you need to. I get myself nice and close to the barbell with my actual like quads there, and then I bring the bar up. Oh, I gotta move this over a little bit. I'm a little too far to one side. Okay. Boom, there we go. Much better, centered here. So, key thing here is, again, making sure that when we're doing the movement, we keep constant tension in the glutes. I had my coach look over a video of mine when I did my RDLs 2 weeks ago, and he gave me a little form adjustment. Pretty much, when you come up to the top, you don't want to push or thrust forward. Again, that's releasing the tension on the glutes. So we want to make sure that we go push back, hinging, boom. We come up, stay hinged, keeping the constant tension in the glutes there. Oh God. Alright, so that's RDLs right there for y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn my camera off. Hopefully I can preserve some battery here and film my other 2 exercises for y'all before this is over. But I'm gonna go home, charge up my battery, give y'all a quick little wrap up of what's going down and how this workout was. But I'll catch y'all in a little bit, okay? Alright, my peoples. So I'm on my last exercise here, which is snow angel / leaning back hip abductions. I already did my glute kickbacks. I wanted to be able to get this one on film for you guys so you could see how I perform these. So hopefully I put my camera at a good angle. But what I do is I raise my glutes up out of the seat like this. My back is up against the top part of the seat here. I put my arches of my feet on the bottom peg here, arch of foot on the top peg, and then I go ahead and I start to abduct out with the knees, really feeling it in that upper glute there. So I again do 4 sets of these, ranging in reps of 10 to 20. Okay. Man, oh man, oh man. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get to the rest of this here. Hopefully I have enough battery left to do at least my next couple sets. I want to get a better angle here. I'm gonna do this last set of these snow angel abductions, guys. I got a little bit more juice left inside my camera, so we're doing my final set of 10 here. I'm gonna increase the weight a little bit. I really wish I brought my foam pads with me to get this range of motion on 100%, but it's okay. We'll remember them for Friday's glute training. Oh God. I'm gonna pulse at the end here. Oh, okay. Oh my God, I found a backup battery. Fuck yes. I wish I would have realized that I had this backup battery before I filmed my last exercise there. I could have included the whole workout, but it's okay. So I just finished the seated hip abductions, leaning back here on this machine out thing. I finished with a set of 10 with pulse reps at the very end just to give that little bit of a burn. I'm gonna go ahead and pose real quick before I head out of here, go home and eat some food. But it was a nice freaking workout, absolutely great. I felt amazing, nice and strong throughout it. So now just time to chill. I hope to do this every week going forward throughout this prep. So today was a glute training day. Next week I'll be doing an upper body, whether it's shoulders, back and shoulder day, one of those days, just so y'all can see a little bit of variety there. And any day to life stuff, I'll also do one of my check-in day, rest day kind of thing, so you guys can see what's up, how things are going. But if there's anything you specifically want to see, please let me know. I'm an open book and more than happy to share with you guys. I don't want it to just be all about training. I want it to be all about the ins and outs of prep. So eventually I'll go ahead and just set the camera up and talk with you guys about something that might be weighing on my heart or on my mind, just to give you some insight on things. But if you like what you see, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Share it with your friends. Let everybody know what's going on. We are less than 8 weeks out from the Arnold Classic, and I'm so freaking excited to bring you guys along and show you more of the journey from this type of lens. So thank you guys. Have a nice day. All right, so I'm in this bitch. I'm just so happy I found another battery. And I can actually film here on my camera for the posing portion. About to put on some good music here. Get ready for this. I love this song. All right, let's get it. Oh, post glutes, posing. Lord Jesus, why did I agree to this? All right, let's get it. More than friends. Okay, so like what I'm gonna be changing up for my posing routine from Olympia to now is really just which side that I step back on when I walk towards the back, because I want to do like a little twirly twirl. You know what I'm saying when I say a little twirly twirl? So what I mean by that is, I'll go from the back pose and I'll do my little, my little slide, boop, walk. When I was doing Olympia, I stepped back with the right. I would flip and just turn around. But I want to do a little, little twirly twirl. So I go ba, ba, slide, doof, woof, step, step. I step forward with that left, step forward with my right, step back with the left. I flip it, pop of the shoulder. I push the hair back, look towards the back wall, and I do a twirly twirl, and now I walk from there. Bah. So that's what I'm just changing up with my routine from Olympia going into the Arnold. And since obviously there's only going to be 12 girls at the Arnold, we'll more than likely, hopefully, have a little more time on stage. So if that's the case, maybe I'll do a little something. But now I like where my routine is at. It's pretty to the point with a little bit of my flair, personality with the pops and the little sauce that I put in there. So yeah, that's the routine in the works, what we got going down. And yeah, so that's it, guys. Thank you for following along. I appreciate y'all. Much love from Jazzy over here. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Goodbye.